Hey everybody, it's me, Trader Max from the Anvil and the Shogun Network. We are here with my buddy Bilbo. How you doing, Bilbo?
Doing well, man. How are you?
All right, very good. Now Bilbo's going to help me get set up in the Anvil bot, the Anvil Solo system. This goes by a few names right now, but it is a market volume maker system that we're going to be using for his coin. And today it's just about learning how to log in and get the downloads and navigating that process. All right, so we're sharing his screen right now, as you can see. Go ahead and log into the site, Bilbo.
Okay.
Now, if you're watching the video right now, you got to use an email address at this point. We'll have other ways. We'll have some 2auth stuff for Google and all that stuff later. Now, Bilbo has used the old system. This is the new login details. If you go over to where it says downloads and click there, and you'll see a download button. You can click that. Did that happen to go through? Okay.
Yep, it's
Now,
going.
you're going to see, up in the top right, you're going to see that. Now, sometimes this is going to give you an error. See where it says, what does that say? The suspicious download.
Suspicious download.
I know, don't be suspicious, as they say. But why this is happening is because we don't have the certificate signature yet to say that it's a authorized piece of software. Doesn't mean it's malicious, doesn't mean I'm trying to take over the world, muhaha. But it does mean that I'm going to be going and buying the certificate here as we get this system on board. And that, is downloadable software to Windows. You got to have a certificate from Windows to be able to do that. And I promise you it will be coming. So go ahead and click on that and you're going to say accept. So as you click on that, you'll say download suspicious file. Now, wherever that downloaded to, you got to navigate to there, because once it's downloaded, we're going to execute it. There you go. And you might get a warning, depending on your computer system, like this. It says, don't run. So what you want to do is hit on more info. And you're going to want to say, run the suspicious file anyway. This is all in real time, so you should be able to see this thing go pretty quickly. If you have any issues with this part of it, then you'll please reach out to our Telegram support system. Now, it should bring up a file just like this. If you want to full screen this so we can see it a little bit better. Now, in later times, you might see some advertisements. You might see some things over here on the screen. But for now, what you're going to do is you're going to set up your master password. Now, I got to stop the video here for a second because I want to warn everybody that's watching this. If you put in a password and you're one of those people who has 50 passwords for everything, you're going to have a hard time, because I cannot, and I don't hold. This is why this system is so secure, is because I'll never have access to your password. Okay, so whatever password you're doing, write it down in a notepad, which I'm pretty sure Bilbo already has. He's going to, make sure that this password that he uses is the only one he's going to be using for this system, because this is the only way to get into the system. If you can have 50 wallets in here of our system that you're going to see, but if you don't have access to it, there's nothing that I can do. So you got to be very, very careful. But I'm going to help you navigate this. So go ahead. If you want to go off screen and put your passwords in, just make sure that you don't hit show, and go ahead and hit create account.
Let's do it.
Congratulations. I would have never been able to do that live on a video. I would have misspelled my password 7 times, and that's why I installed the show password feature in there, because I always do it, even nowadays, right? All right. Let's scroll in just a little bit so now you'll see on a few things. I'm going to give you a quick overview of where everything is at and where to start at. Right now, this overview screen, there's going to be some announcements that you'll see here coming. Right now, we don't have them running here in this particular one. As you see, new programs coming soon. These will tell you when there's new updates and all that stuff. And you'll basically do the same thing, but it'll already be updated, and it'll just overlap this system that you have. But you'll see Token Manager, DCA Strategy, ratio trading, all on the left. But I want you to go down, because we're going to start by attaching a wallet first. And we're going to go all the way down to where it says wallet. Okay? Now, in the very beginning, we're going to create the first one, which is called the main wallet. And so you're going to hit generate new wallet. Once you do, you're going to be say create wallet or cancel, and just go ahead and hit create wallet. Now you'll see on this one, it kind of gives you the public key. This is not the private key. This is the public key. This is your wallet address, basically. And a little warning down below to say, be careful, never give this shit out. And hit continue. Good. Now, this is your very first wallet that you have in the system. And congratulations, you're part of this family now with everything you got going on. Now, the wallet that this generated directly on your computer system. It is not out, it is on the blockchain, it is out there in the world, but you own the private key and the keys to this wallet. I can never have access to this private key. This is only generated on your computer, and I don't have access to your computer. So there's a few things here that I want you to see. One is the refresh balances. Sometimes when you put money over, you may not see it there, because we want to keep your computer generation down a little bit. It only refreshes if you refresh or if you do something new to it, or you come back to the screen. Right there down to below, and you'll see where it says rename. Some of you are going to be neurotic. You're going to have a lot of wallets, and you're going to want to rename them. You don't want them all saying main wallet. So if you click on that, just hit rename, you'll see that you can rename it there. Now you don't have to do it now, so you can just hit cancel. To the right of that, you're going to see where it says export private key. Please don't click on that right now because I don't want to cover it. But
Not going to.
this is the essence of who we are. We want you to control your wallet, not your keys, not your wallet, as they say. So you want to make sure that if you do click on that, it's going to lead you to a private key, which you'll be able to access at any time. And you can actually upload this or import it into your Phantom wallet or any other wallet system that you have out there. Why is that so important? Well, let's just say that something catastrophic happens and your computer breaks or something happens. You want to make sure that you have your private key ready for you out there in the world, especially protected under a seed phrase on your system, or have your private key that you can import anywhere. So keep that in mind. These are the first things that you should be doing. One, get the system. Two, download. Make sure you write down your password. And then once you build your first wallet, get your keys over, put that in a secure file somewhere. If you have to write it down, write it down. Or if you got to get some sort of protected file system on computer or what have you, you're going to have to do that, right? Every single wallet that you get from this point is what you're going to have to be able to do. Now, for ease of use, right down below the exported private key, you'll see where it says withdraw and delete. Okay, the withdrawal system is that you can withdraw anytime any one of your balances here, you're able to withdraw. So you can. There is an amount that you can withdraw out if you had like Sol in there. Now, any coin that you start trading with, which we'll talk about in future videos, you'll be able to have the chance to withdraw those coins as well from the system. And go ahead and hit cancel there. And then there's the finality button. Now, if you delete this wallet and it has coin in it, you lose the coin. Biggest warning. If you click delete, it will have a cautionary tale to tell, right? Just like that. So hit cancel there. But he didn't have anything in it anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if you deleted it. But be careful too, because this will count for your wallet amounts that you've had. In some of the cases, if you go down to settings on the left-hand side, you'll immediately see what you're able to have. Under this particular one, which is a free account, you can have active strategies, which is one. You can have the max wallets, which is one, which is the one he already has, and the strategy type, what you'll be able to do, which is one of each one of those, but you can only run at a time. And then, of course, cloud backup storage, there is none. What that means is that you're able to save the strategy that you did, as well as the amounts that you did on each one. It won't save keys. It won't save passwords. It won't even save public wallets or anything else in there. It will only save the data of what you traded and how well it did. Okay? Down below, there'll be active licenses, and there'll be all these other things that we'll talk about in future videos. But that's basically logging in and getting started. In the future videos, you'll be working with me in the strategies of how to do everything. Bilbo, thank you so much for letting me use your computer to give this lesson out today, and I look forward to working with you later.
Yep, my pleasure, man.
All right. Everybody else, we'll talk to you soon. I'm Trader Max. This is Shogun, and we'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.